Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Isabel and welcome to 2025. In this video I'm going to be reading an incredibly pretentious book that I picked up several years ago because I thought it would be funny and I've never touched it since. 1,200 words you should know to sound smart. Essential words every sophisticated person should be able to use. By Robert W. Bly. The back says the most salient word book for aspiring intellectuals. So you want to debate philosophical precepts with the intelligentsia, wax poetic with the literati, lock academic horns with the clerisy. You can do all that and be the life of every highbrow cocktail party with this most compendious of voluminous volumes. Master this discerning list of 1,200 deliriously obscure terms, and you'll be tossing around bon mots with the best of the pretentious artistes and aesthetes. Not to mention impressing the perfervid hoi polloi in no time. With 1,200 words you should know to sound smart, you're only an erudite witticism away from true loquaciousness. This is, of course, satirical. If you couldn't tell by the back of the book there, no one speaks like that. In the acknowledgements, it says a prodigious debt of gratitude goes to Justin Cord Hayes and Katie Corcoran Little for the Herculean effort they put forth to ameliorate this book. Okay, let's just get to the terms. Alright, so as is expected, we begin with the letter A. The first word is abatement, which is a noun that means the reduction or elimination of a tax, claim, fine, or debt. By having her daddy pull strings in the mayor's office, Sylvia received a quick abatement of her traffic ticket. The second is abjure. Abjure, which is a transitive verb. Abjure, to renounce or turn your back on a belief or position you once held near and dear. Once Jody tasted my mouth-watering, medium-rare filet mignon, she abjured the vegetarian lifestyle forever. Okay, we're going to skip some and go down to some of my favorites. Acrimonious. It's an adjective. Means angry, bitter, or disputed. The next one, ad nauseum. I love that it's technically two words. Technically, ad nauseum. It is an adverb. Something that goes on and on or is done over and over again to a ridiculous even sickening degree. At first, we were all impressed that Steve could recite the entire Gettysburg Address, but we all got kind of sickened when he repeated the feat ad nauseum. Steve is not the kind of person I would entertain at a dinner party. You've said it once. Thank you. Next. Aficionado. The next word is aficionado, which means a devotee, someone who is enthralled with and supports a particular activity. So it's a noun. Dwight often refers to himself as an aficionado of American-made microbrews. Let's see. Ameliorate. To correct a deficiency or defect. To make right or wrong. To take actions that make up, at least in part, for negative actions or failure to take action previously. It is a verb. After you insulted her mother, I don't think even the most expensive piece of jewelry will be enough to ameliorate your relationship with Marcia. This next word is one of my favorites that I've ever learned, and I learned it via a Crywolf album because this was the title of one of the songs. And it is anachronism, which is a noun. A person, place, thing, or idea whose time is past and that seems to belong to an earlier age. His 3 record players, and the fact that he doesn't even know what an MP3 is, make Jim something of an anachronism. An MP3, I would say, is also an anachronism in and of itself. When was this published? 2009. That'll do it. Alright, the next one. Wow. We'll do the first one. Or the one above it, rather. Antecedent, which is a noun. The ancestor of an existing product, idea, etc. IBM's electronic typewriter with storage was the antecedent of the modern PC. The next word. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. One more time. Anti-disestablishmentarianism is a noun, and it means a movement or protest against an established institution or authority. No, Walter, bringing your own coffee to Starbucks is not an example of anti-disestablishmentarianism. It's just foolish. The next one is antithesis, which is another literary term and element that I actually really like. If you've read A Tale of Two Cities, then you've had the very first sentence within the very first paragraph. It's an example of an antithesis. The exact opposite, a thing that is completely different from another thing. He tries so hard to be smooth, but Charles is the antithesis of cool. Charles has 0 res, apparently. Let's see here. What else? Arcane. Arcane, which is an adjective, means strange and mysterious and understood by only few. Bill's arcane knowledge of all Lexus models and their accessories is just a waste of gray matter. For the last A word that will make you sound so much smarter, if you add it to your vocabulary, we have axiom, which is a noun, and it means a truth or fact that is seen as self-evident, leaving no room for question or debate. Much to the chagrin of his creditors, Max adopted the axiom of those who amassed great wealth: pay yourself first. Alright. Let's see. Bastion. Yes, I think I want to explore the term bastion because there are many bastions in Minecraft, no? A bastion is a noun, and it is an institution, individual, or something else protecting or preserving a particular way of life, society, set of beliefs, or moral code. Cliff, a Yale bastion, continuously quibbles with Irene, who graduated summa cum laude from Harvard. Oh, I love this word. This word is so fun to use. The next B word is beguiling. Beguiling is an adjective, and it means charming or bewitching or enchanting. I just accidentally unplugged my microphone. Oops, anyways, the beguiling charm Monica learned at finishing school more than makes up for her vapid personality. Let's see. We have benighted, benign, bereaved, bereft, besotted, bespoke. And bête noire, which is a noun apparently. I've never heard of this word. A thing for which one has an intense dislike or great fear, a dreaded enemy or foe. Sunlight was Dracula's greatest bête noire. Any Castlevania watchers? We have betoken, sleep token. Bibliomania. Bibliomania, which is a noun, means a preoccupation with the acquisition and ownership of books. Which I don't know why the descriptions are also equally as pretentious. It just means that you really like to get books. Lauren's bibliomania extends only to her stockpile of catalogs for exclusive shops. Mine apparently extends to include stupid books. It's not a stupid book, but I mean it's a silly book. Bifurcate. Like, this word, bifurcate, just means to divide. Some of these are so... But sometimes you just can't think of, like, the simpler word. And then you end up sounding pretentious. When that's not really... I wasn't, I wasn't trying to make you feel silly or stupid. I myself just feel silly and stupid right now for not recalling the socially acceptable word. And instead use bifurcate. Oh my god. This is another literary term. I'm getting like yoinked back to my roots of English literature with this book. Bildungsroman, which is a noun. And it is a coming-of-age novel, such as The Catcher in the Rye or a portrait of the artist as a young man. Alex has started writing a Bildungsroman about his experiences in prep school. Alright, Alex. I know I think it's supposed to be pronounced like Bildungsroman, but buildings just, I don't know. You'll understand. Nobody uses that word. So if you hear me try and enunciate it in a certain way that doesn't sound quite phonetically right, you're still gonna be like, is this bitch referencing a literary term in casual conversation? You're still gonna be weirded out regardless. Okay. Billet. We have blandishments. Oh, great. Blazon. Blaze? Minecraft? Oh, bourgeois. Adjective. I don't know some of these, like... Is it even French? Am I stupid? I'm probably just stupid. Bourgeois. Adjective. Pertaining or relating to the middle class, as opposed to the upper class or royalty on one end, and the peasants or common laborers on the other. The representation of the garrison thus turned out to be incomparably more moderate and bourgeois than the soldier masses. Leon Trotsky, Bolshevik revolutionary and Marxist theorist. Okay, well, incredible. Boulderize. Oh my gosh. Braggadocio. Wow. So many things. Bromide. A noun, which is a cliche or tired saying used to express an idea without any thought or originality. Helen's Harvard education does not stop her from prepping her speech with insipid bromides. Alright. Cliche or tired saying used to express an idea without any thought or originality. I would like an example. Brummagem. Yes, of course. Brummagem. As I quickly pull out my phone to Google. Brummagem apparently means, it's a noun or adjective, and apparently means describes something. A brummagem describes something that looks great, but performs poorly. Our press is certainly bankrupt in reverence for nickel plate and brummagem. That is apparently a Mark Twain quote. Alright, bucolic. We have bugaboo. I love that word. Bugaboo is a noun, and it means something that causes fear and worry, often needlessly. Angela caused a bugaboo when she informed her family that she was leaving, I don't know how to pronounce this, Episcopal Church. Episcopal. When she was leaving the church. The last B word we have is Byzantine, which is an adjective. And it means a convoluted plan, a scheme that is overly complicated, a puzzle or task that's difficult to figure out because of its complexity. We found it impossible to follow the Byzantine plot of how Eileen made Maria a laughing stock by replacing her Prada shoes with nearly identical knockoffs. Okay, but Prada shoes are difficult, like, to justify. I mean, if somebody replaced my Prada shoes with a knockoff, I've already paid so much for my Prada shoes. Also, they probably feel a lot different because it's not just the aesthetic that you need to worry about. I don't know. Girl, moving on. The C words. We have cabal, cabotage, I thought I saw Stinky out of the corner of my eye, but it was a towel that I put on my pillow last night because I kept getting nosebleeds and I didn't want to. Cannonade. Apparently, it's a noun. The act of libel or slander, to besmirch a person's reputation by spreading false statements and rumors. So what I just did was read the complete wrong description. Forgive me if you're confused. That was calumny, which is a noun, right? Calumny is the act of libel or slander to besmirch a person's reputation by spreading false statements and rumors. Calumny will sear virtue itself, by William Shakespeare. What a beautiful quote. The actual description and explanation for cannonade, which is what I was originally going for. Cannonade is a noun, and it means a continuous, relentless bombardment or effort. A cannonade of questioning greeted Ava's statement that she was quitting the club's tennis team. All right. We have capitulation. We have capricious. It's apparently capricious. We also have chimera. Caveat. Catharsis. Castigate. Carouse. And captious. Moving on. Cloying, codify, cogent, cognizant, colloquial, colloquial is an adjective. Informal, conversational, everyday language. Colloquial. Colloquial poetry is to the real art as the barber's wax dummy is to sculpture, and that is a quote by Ezra Pound, an American expatriate poet. We have chivalry, which is a noun, brave, kind, courteous, or gentlemanly behavior. We also have clandestine, which is an adjective, and it refers to activities that are secret, covert, and perhaps not fully authorized or sanctioned. Clandestine steps upon imagined stairs, climb through the night because his cuckoo's call. That is Wallace Stevens, an American poet. I don't know what that's from. Obviously, one of his poems. We have compurgation, compunction, comport, complacent, which complacent is an adjective. It's an adjective. That means agreeable and eager to please. Concupiscence. Okay, concupiscence is a noun. I forgot that I actually did know what that meant, and I'm not going to explain. Convalescence is a noun. The time you spend recovering from and getting back to full health after an illness, during which the patient usually rests while being taken care of by others. Now, confabulate. Confabulate is a verb. It means to chat or converse informally. Consecrate is a verb. It means to declare something sacred, true, sacrosanct, or inviolable. Sacrosanct? Grom. It is regarded as normal to consecrate virginity in general, and to lust for its destruction in particular, which is apparently a quote from Karl Kraus, an Austrian writer. Contiguous is an adjective, which means adjacent, sharing a common border, sitting next to one another in a row or sequence. The network extends to the 48 contiguous states. All right. The last of the C words we have coquette. There's a car driving by. Coquette is a noun, and it describes a woman who dresses promiscuously or flirts excessively to make men think that she is sexually available, when in fact she has no intention of sleeping with them. Coquette. Countenance is a noun, a facial expression either deliberate or unconscious, conveying the person's mood, thoughts, or emotions. Next is couture, which is a noun, clothing in the latest and most popular styles created by in vogue fashion designers. If Alicia does not have the latest couture prior to its debut on Paris runways, she will not deign to consider wearing it. Got you. The last word I will share with you today that will make you sound so much smarter in casual conversation, or you can use it when you confabulate with other people, is call. Which is a verb, and it means to gather, amass, or collect. Actually, I'll give you more. One more, that is cynosure, which is a noun, and it means the center of attention or attraction. The example: this lighthouse was the cynosure of all eyes. Henry David Thoreau, I believe, an American author and transcendentalist. Alright, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed, and perhaps you got a little bit smarter from watching this video. Regardless, I hope that you take care of yourself and know that you are deserving of rest. And Happy New Year. Okay, I'll see you later.